so first you want to sign into Steam. If you've already bought the game, you don't have to buy it on Steam. You can go to their website and buy it and just get the .exe file and launch it from there. But I'm just going to launch it from Steam. You can also buy it from Sura. It's the same price. As far as I know, it's the same price on all of them last time I checked. It's possible there's certain deals on some of them that aren't on the others. I don't know. You'd have to go check that out. Anyways, be sure to go to the email that you provide here and click on the confirmation link that Hexkeep will send you. Hexkeep, that's Gates of Horizon. This screen, you can read it on your own. The different factions give you access to different components for your ships. Like easier access. You can get all those things on any of the factions. So I'm going to skip the tutorial, and by skipping the tutorial, I'm not going to get the airlock handle blueprint, but it's pretty much worthless. It doesn't do anything. It's just kind of for shits and giggles. So anyways, we're going to hire the first agent here. Just follow what I'm doing on the screen. Okay, your stats down there. A little bit later in this video, I'm going to show you the skill trees. Each of those have corresponding skills. Yeah, they give you a slight increase to certain skills. I'm not going to like go over that in depth, but just look for the letters I, R, S, and T next to the skills on the skill tree whenever I open that up. And then that soundtrack, yeah, it's just one I made, so just want to throw that out there. So agent menu, agent skill menu. And yeah, you can look for the S and I, T, R, all those there. And those are the warfare skills right there. All those ones I circled. And also those green ones, all the green skills that are under, like the second, third row, those are skills that you have to have 25 in the previous required skill, which I would call standard or basic skills. In order to raise the advanced skill, you gotta hit 25. And you can get 25 of every skill is possible. Obviously, you can only reach up to 100 per agent, 100 SP, so skill point. So your leadership level. Whenever you grow a leadership level, you're able to hire another agent. See, holding, that's basically the guild, clan. Standings, this is basically your reputation across the galaxy. These are all the factions in the game right here. And you get 750k to start off on the one you start in, so that's pretty good. And yeah, those three right there, the three main factions, you select from those to be as a player. See, those three right there, there's not really purpose in them yet. Manufacturer's org, you need to buy that's needed to raise. You need to raise that in order to buy modules and base components for like building bases. Okay, the last Alliance Wardens, they're supposed to be like the police force of the game, like break up player fights and stuff at the gates, but they don't really do that yet. But technically, if an alien or smuggler or pirate were to approach them, then they would protect a player and kill them. So, because they have negative 750k standing towards those three. So, okay, the NPCs here, the smuggler, pirates, and Eldai, those are like the basic enemies that you kill in the game. Aliens are always hostile. Pirates are hostile unless you raise your standing high enough, which is basically anything over negative 750,000, which is what I show you right here in this little text block. And always pause and read what I wrote here if it's going too fast. You know, I'm jamming a lot of information here. In fact, it's a little too much of a jam for me to cover everything in my audio right now. But yeah. So here's creating a holding, which is basically your own guild kind of thing. It's called a holding in here, I guess. I don't know. It's what they picked out of their source, I guess. And I picked Empire, and you can only make a holding of the faction that you have enough faction points in, enough reputation in, which for me would only be Empire right now. So, and this is a screen what it looks like when you made it. I just made one called Tutorial Masters. I didn't show it all in video, I just did it right there. Yeah, these are cargo, modules, and queues. I'm not showing anything about that right now. I'll do a video on that later, because I can't really make a base right now. I can't. You have to be able to drive a cruiser to make a base. I can't do that yet. So, but anyways, that would be where you go to do your holding base configurations. Now I'm going to shuttle to a system, and I'm going to buy a ship. They're free, basically free, $0 from the NPCs in the capital systems. The capital systems are the green systems. There's only four. Oh no, there's three of them, but there's 4 green systems. 3 of them are capitals. They have the little crown on them. Right here, I'm just telling you, if you fucked up your game, kind of like if you bought cargo, 5 cargos at different places, or just bought something from a player or whatever, you basically screwed up your $5,000 you started the game with to not buy the cargo that you should have bought at the capital system, so you can buy the CA stuff, the beginner stuff, infinite times, as much as you need in order to make your first ship and stuff. And if you skip the tutorial, you know, that might happen. It's probably not as likely, but it could happen. So I told you in those text blocks there how to get around that if you're absolutely sure you don't want to restart. There are a few things you can do. Someone will probably help you out and give you the money anyway. So anyway, just follow what I'm doing here in order to create your ship and fit it. You know, rewatch it if you need to. It takes a little while to get used to all these menus from if you're just starting. Yep, AI functions. This is relatively newish. They didn't start the game with these. This, you know, came out like what, 2 or 3 months after the game was made. They came with AI functions. They're very useful, very helpful. Yeah, and just these screenshots here, I just go through what they do. So you can just read that on the screen. And also you can click on the mystery marker there, that little circle right next to where it says auto boost, auto escape. That will tell you what these things do. I basically tell you the same thing except in different words. Probably more direct words, I guess. So, but they explain it pretty well on there too if you click it. Just a lot shorter, one-liner kind of thing. I'm not really changing anything because I don't really need to right now. I mean, I don't really have armor, I don't have shields, I don't have transfers, I don't have boosters, just auto escape, and I really don't care. I'll just make a new ship if I need to, you know. So yeah, I'm giving a ship an order under the orders tab. I'm going to travel to a white system. I'm going to the pirates reported position. That's where you want to go to kill the level 1 stuff. You know, level 1 leadership is what I am. You want to kill the stuff there, and specifically smuggler detectors. You want to keep killing those. Probably takes about what, 4 to 6 of them to kill. I didn't quite count, but it's like around 5 of them that you got to kill to get to level 2. And you see on the screen here, I'm killing something that's not a smuggler detector. That's only because this thing was very close to dead, and it still almost kicked my butt. So, I mean, you can do that if you want. I mean, I'm using the noob ship. You would be using the noob ship, so it's not a big deal if it kills you. You just shuttle your agent back to the capital system, to the capital base. You know, and that would be in Astanis system, it would be Lumeral base. In Yatis system, it would be Clonus base. And in Pylos system, it would be the Brega station base. Doesn't really matter which one you use. They'll all get you what you need. So, alright. This is where your agents and ships are. This menu right there. And that little upside down V thing, that's my arrow. So, holdings menu right there. Cargo menu. Basically all the cargo you have in the game on every station. And even stations that you don't have cargo in, but you bought cargo in. But you don't have like any cargo laying around there, but you bought cargo, if that makes sense. Like you bought the storage, but you don't have anything stored there. It'll show it too. And this is how to get to the different maps. You can do 2D or 3D on that. And so tactical maps down there. And that's in the ship flying menu right there that I have right there. Galaxy map, there's like 2 ways to get to that, like I just showed you on there. Yeah, galaxy maps right there, yeah. And I'm sorry if this is a little too fast, just rewind it. Everything will make sense if you take your time on it. And if you just fiddle around with it on your own, you'll probably get the hang of it within, you know, a few days or something. Chat menus right there. Yeah, you can select a person's name for their corporation info. You can mute someone there. I don't know if it unmutes when you log in and log out though. I don't know. I haven't tried that. You can mute entire chat groups there. And yeah. Okay, options. You might want to fiddle this one on your own, but there's a couple things I'll let you know here. The advanced is kind of where your game mechanics are. Settings, not more of what affects you. Okay, but you might want to go back to that right there. That deep scan reference box, you want to uncheck that, the limiter, because when you open up your deep scan, it's not going to show everything there unless you've unchecked it. But anyways, that red flag, just a few frames ago, that's where you can give a message to the developers. This mail right here is where you can check your inbox, like if the ship got killed, if your agents finished refining. It's your notifications for certain tasks that you set your agents to do. Now I'm just going through the different menus here for like your ship flying menu, like the different things you can bring up and the different things that are on your HUD basically. So yeah, just basically read the screen for all this info. It wouldn't really make sense for me to say it out loud. You kind of have to look at what I'm pointing at. So. And in the main menu, that's where the chat and everything else was. The chat, your agents, your ships. You can also hit escape button to go to the main menu. Yeah, the one with that blue line is your current controlled ship. That's the system you're sailing in. And sailing means you're undocked. You're not docked at a base. You have the throttle, those plus, minus, and that stop button down there. You drag your throttle, the lower, the faster, the lower it is, the slower your ship will go, the higher the bar is, so the faster your ship will go. So move it down to slower your speed. Your hull is basically your health points. And your armor and your shields are your first defenses. If those are broken through, then your hull is wide open. But as long as you have armor and shields, though, your hull's not going to be broken until those are depleted first. Yeah, the star is the star next to the ship name. It's the one that's the leader of the ship. So you have to control that one in order to do, kick or add people to the fleet or give away fleet leader. You have to be in that ship controlled to pass the leader on, or those two commands I just said. But yeah, and when you look into your deep scan, reference boxes come up, and left click on the reference box. You can drag it around your screen, and if you drag it around when you switch ships, it will stay where you put it, but when you go to the menu and back, it leaves. So I'm just going over the action palette menu here. When you left click on a reference box, what comes up? Alright guys, this tutorial is going to cover mining, crafting, trading, creating a fleet, fighting in a fleet, auto mining, which is the harvest ship order, and refining and distilling raw ore. So first of all, let's show you some mining. I'm going to show you the manual way, I'm going to show you the auto mine way. First thing's manual. So you see here I've got a cruiser, got some miner stuff on them, cargo, a generator to power my lasers, got 3 of these, so yeah, good to go. So we don't got a little slowpoke here. Alright, just gonna show you the manual way first. I haven't done this in a long time. Mostly I've been doing the auto mine. Alright, just click on these, and if you drag the reference box, you know, when you like open and close stuff, if you like, you know, like this or whatever, this will stay. That's a good thing you want to do. So basically you just drag it like it was originally right here and there. If you just drag it a little bit, like even just like that, it will stay on your screen until like till you like switch ships basically. Alright, so you see the lasers here? I got 2 different kinds. 2 of the repeat, one's the same, or one's different, 2 repeat. That's the health of the rock right here. Alrighty, well that's the way to do that. Now let's do auto mine. There's more than one way to do this. As far as I know, there's 2 ways. You can click on the base here and hit harvest. That will automatically do auto mine. Harvest and auto mine are the same things. Auto mine is just the player give a name to automatically mining. Basically your ship will mine the entire system, which is, let's see, we're in UC. It will mine this entire place. We'll go to there, or not there, there, and since I chose this base, it will mine all of the rocks here until it fills up the cargo I have in the base. So let's see how much cargo I have there. And once it's filled up all the cargo of that base, it will dock on the base. So let's see, I've got 1,793,000 remaining space here. Yeah. And price of more cargo gets expensive. I don't really care to pay that right now. But it would give me 500k more space. So I've already got some ore there. And if you ever clear out every cloud, asteroid cloud in your system, like all these are cleared out, the second you clear out a cloud, 1 hour later is when all of the asteroids there will respawn. So if your auto mine person clears all out, it's not going to just dock here. It's going to keep flying around looking for rocks. And if it doesn't find any, it's just going to keep going around and looking for rocks. It'll find one eventually. It won't take all that long. You know, by time you've cleared out all the clouds, you know, unless you're just dominating the system or there's other people dominating it with you, auto mining, chances are, you know, like this one, I'm just here alone doing it, it looks like. Chances are by the time you clear, you know, it's going to be cyclical, basically. Chances are by the time you clear 1 or 2 out or whatever, there'll be more to go to, you know, so. Chances are you won't be waiting that long, if at all. But, you know, when there's a shared system where if you have multiple cruisers here mining like this, and you never know. And also, it randomly jumps from asteroid to asteroid. It likes to stay, I'm pretty sure this, I haven't confirmed this, but it would make sense. It likes to stay, say there's 21 here, it's not just going to randomly jump to a different cloud after I destroy a rock. I'm fairly certain of that. I haven't sit here watching it for hours to figure it out or not, but pretty certain of that. So after I get a few more rocks, I'm going to refine a bit, do a little bit of distilling, then do some crafting, and then show you a little bit of trading, kind of how that works. But yeah, it would be kind of silly for it to not go through all 21 of these before jumping to a different cloud. That would be pretty silly. I don't see why they would do that. They said they made it randomized, but I don't think they made it that randomized. I think I think when they say they made AutoMine randomized, they mean like this one will jump to that one or to that one or something, you know, that kind of thing. Not the same order as someone else's sets AutoMine. No two AutoMine ships in the same system go to the same rocks automatically. By coincidence, sure, it could happen, or if there's not that many left, sure. But they used to have it where it would be the same route everyone took on AutoMine, and they removed that and made it random, so that helps. But yeah, seeing as 21, chances are that's the cycle. So, what the heck? I just passed a rock there. Okay, I think I've got enough ore to... Okay, the other way to do AutoMine, you know, I told you you could do this command right here, the harvest. Let's go to my ship, and this is ship commands. When you click on your ship and you go to orders, that's ship commands. There's the AutoMine right here, harvest, and you just hit confirm. That's the other way. And I said there was technically another way. Let me show you that one. Same idea though. You go through the system map, and you click UC, and you click on Milliner, and you can do it that way. So, those are the 3 different ways there. Alrighty. What do I want to craft here? Do I have enough ore to craft anything as it is? Yeah, it might. Okay, you gotta disembark, manufacture. Okay, I can craft something already, but let's show you refining. So you see here, you know, the more you drag it, it costs a little bit. Tax 10%. That's how much it's adding to the cost. So basically it would be 10% less than that without any tax, but there's always a tax. Refine time, that's seconds. That's how many tons, so 468 out of 768. I'm getting, you know, it depends on your refining skill and what you're refining, but, you know, give or take 20%, that's kind of the average to expect. Give or take 20% from half of the refined ore, that's kind of a ballpark estimate to expect on average. So basically, you know, take that in half, give or take a range of 20%. You know, that's kind of what to expect. So, I guess, you know, something from 30 to 70% kind of thing. I don't know, depending on your skill and what you're crafting. So you're not ever going to get a huge bulk of it to be refined, like not like 80 to 100%, unless you're like max refining maybe. Let's check that out actually. So refining skill right here, max you can do is 25 here, so that would get you 25% refining result increase, 25% also, so 25 get you 50. I just been throwing stuff in a base he made. Okay, how long did it say? Okay, that won't take that long. You can also distill, meaning you can make blue ore become green ore, you can make green ore become yellow ore, but each of them have a specific upgrade. Say for example, this will get you fresium, That will get you carborundum. That'll get you carborundum. I guess those two are the same on that. Phosmanium. So I'm gonna go for a little bit of crispurnatum. Apparently that would get me 16,000. So that's about a tenth. Distilling's different. A tenth is more or less what to expect. And if you want to raise your distilling skill, 25% max, 25% max, so you technically get 50% or 1.5 times more of, what did it say, result? Yeah, so same thing here, so you can get 50% improvement. Anyway, let's just do a little tiny bit of distilling to show you kind of the idea here. Sure. Then I'll craft something, kind of show you how that goes and sell it. That'll be the trade I was going to show you. On the waste rock is useless, just jettison it. You probably saw me do that earlier. Yeah, you for sure saw me do it because I don't have any, waste rocks. Like, I have an example to show you. Not at the moment. Oh, cool, finished. All right. Let's just craft something real quick here. What do I want to craft? Yeah, that's taking a while. Why can't I craft? Okay. Yeah, I've got enough room. Oh, I think I know. Is it because it's because I don't have the skill required anymore, is it? That's right, I don't have it. That's interesting, I didn't know that. So even if you bought the blueprint, if you don't have the skill to do it, you can't use it. It's interesting, I didn't know that. Alright, I'm gonna craft some of that I don't know if I want to craft Japanese. Let's just look around real quick. Yeah, just do a support laser. Won't take that long. Anyways, while that's going on, let's prepare a fleet for fighting. So, Grey Blood offering, I've got Shadow Lloyd there. Okay. Got a few lasers here, don't I? Yeah, let's got a few things here. Alright. Let's remove that for now. Do you want to... Yeah, I got another guy at Grey Blood. I'm just going to show you the basics of combat, so it's not a big deal. I don't have 3 weapons. It's kind of showing the basics here. Okay. finished crafting. So I got a little bit of crafting experience from it to cover over the spinning that one, I suppose. But yeah, that's kind of how the crafting works. Let's see. There it is, right there. Alrighty, and I already got these fleeted up. Let's unfleet them real quick though, to kind of, so I can show you how to, alrighty. So basically, I'm controlling this ship right here. You click on the other ship nearby, hit invite, and that makes him the subordinate, and you started it. You started the fleet, so the ship you're controlling when you started the fleet is the one that's in charge. So yeah. Wallen, that's probably too hard for the guys I've got right now. Let's go to... I didn't equip them to be super battleships or nothing. I just gave them guns, so... And you can do that right there. Fleet commands. What I just did right there, Mirakios, clicked on the destination. That right there is a fleet command. When you see the two arrow thingies right there above the command, that means it's doing this command on both ships in your fleet, or your entire fleet. You can have up to 7 ships in a fleet. If I did that, that means only the ship I'm controlling will reach the point. This is the reach ship order for reaching. And when it says that 6 kilometers there, that it lets me drag. That means that's how far I'll be from it when I reach there. So if I put 0, that means I'll be right on the mark of the alien area. So, yeah. Let's see. Alright. Now, these guys are kind of weak for me, but, you know, just wanted to show you some combat here. Alright, so I'm reaching them both, or reaching the target with both of my guys in the fleet, doing that skill. And so this is my attack skill. That's a fleet attack skill. It's a fleet orbit skill. Since it's alien and we have over negative 750k aggro with it, you know, reputation, you know, right here, and it starts at negative 750k, and there's no way as of date to get any positive nil die or to move it in the other direction whatsoever. So these are always hostile to you. So if I didn't give the attack order and they're attacking because it's hostile. See? And both my ships attacked. But let's pretend it wasn't hostile. I'm going to have to use the attack command. So I'm just going to do the attack command. And also, something to notice, and I did show a little bit of this in text on my first video, there's auto orbit. I recommend you have that off because you don't always want to orbit. It's not hard to make yourself orbit something when you want to, so I would keep it off. Right here, you definitely want that off. I'd put, that doesn't really matter if you have that off, because basically if you have this selected, you're going to be looking for the target map data on your reference boxes for certain enemies, and they're not going to be there because there's a limit to it. Like it's usually 12 or something. Okay, so that's the attack command. That would attack with both of them. Yeah. And technically, if I were to just attack with one ship, my whole fleet that's nearby would attack also. Or if I were to be attacked by one enemy, my whole fleet would join in on the gangbang too. Okay, so that's fleet stuff, fleet attacking, you know, fleet orbiting. Anyway, I guess the one thing I didn't show you yet is trading. Let's see here. I can, let's go pick up some ore that are refined, and you can sell ore in the capital stations. Okay, looks like I've already got some at Brega, so I'll just make it easy and shuttle a guy there. Dock my ships. Go to Pylos Brega. That's one of the capital bases and a capital system. There's no combat there. Alrighty. You can buy stuff from, new stuff from him. So let's just sell a little bit, So yeah, that's kind of how the trade works. You go to trade, lets you see the items they're selling, and it also lets you sell if they're buying any of your items. You can also do a manual store this way. You can also set a buy store. If I wanted to buy one of these or something, and a player could come around and sell that. So. Oh yeah, one more important thing on the trade. Okay, so you want to know who you can sell. Let's say you crafted a bunch of scouts and you want to sell them. Search, you can either sell or buy menu search. It'll be the same either way. Ignore the player results. There's going to be a few on some of them. Like for example right here, Wasted Scout Camp, Wasteful Scoutmaster, Beta Nexus. That's not an NPC. That's not NPC. So it's no guarantee that they're gonna buy or sell the scout or any item that you want. So look for NPCs. One way to tell is, well, the pricing's gonna be different. It's gonna be on a base that's, different from the others. It's not going to be 99.9, so 11 and 2. That's kind of gives it away. If you absolutely need to confirm, that's a different name than usual for NPCs. Click on it. That doesn't look like NPC name. That's now NPC. Yeah, basically you look at those two, and then you look at all these standings. Yeah, NPCs don't really have that kind of standings. So, let's do a comparison. Well, I was gonna go to Beta Nexus anyway, no, I already showed you that. Not Beta Nexus, Pylos. Yeah, here's an NPC. Compare, contrast. Some kind of official name, some kind of weird name, I guess. And then you see they're kind of structured on their standings, so. And most players don't have a -1,000,000 pirates. I don't know if anyone even does. That's kind of hard to get. Stuff like that. Just kind of you'll get more of the hang of it. Anyway, so yeah, if you wanna, basically whoever you can buy, the NPC you can buy the component from, or the ship, or the resources that you're trying to sell, you can sell it to. So, if they'll sell it to you, you can sell it to them as far as NPCs go. And not only that, let's say, for example, here, whatever I was trying to sell to them that I can buy from them, they will also sell you the blueprint on how to craft it.